Hey guys, welcome back to another reaction video. Oh my gosh, the video is starting now. Today we are reacting to what we hate about Europe. I'm not the we. By we, I'm assuming he means Americans. But I will be intrigued to find out why do Americans hate Europe. I'm sure this is a joke. Anyway, just gonna flex my earrings real quick. Let's watch the video.
Alright, Europe is pretty cool. But here are things that I, an American from the USA, hate about Europe.
Item 1. The slow service in restaurants. Let's be real.
This
We
guy's
came to this
voice is so
restaurant to
like
eat.
monochrome,
They
it's
seem to
killing me.
expect us to want to relax and enjoy each other's company, and that doesn't sit right with us. No chance, mate. Check, please. I can enjoy the company of others while we are driving to our next destination. Item 2. Trains. Okay, sure. Trains are great and all. I can watch videos, rest my eyes, or get work done while traveling up to 300 kilometers per hour. But one time in Germany, the train was 4 minutes late, and that is just unacceptable. Back to the open roads for us.
Is he being sarcastic? He's gotta be being sarcastic.
Item 3. The lack of parking lots. We don't have a car here in Spain, but if we did, it sure would be harder to park it, and that would be inconvenient. Why do you guys give the human pedestrians so many rights and space to move freely about, but so little to the amazing car? It doesn't make sense. In some areas of Europe, cars are even treated as subhuman. Where I'm from, cars ruled the land. Just something else about Europe that really grinds my gears. Item 4. Food ratings. Parts of Europe have these food ratings on products, so now I have to feel extremely guilty buying my ice cream every day, even though it's organic and gluten-free. Come on! Item 5. My lack of digestion problems. I'm not sure if it's higher quality foods, less preservatives, or not being allowed to use the cheapest ingredients manufactured on the planet, but I brought all these medicines from the States to help me digest foods that I now no longer need.
That's actually
So that's
kind
not
of crazy.
ideal. What do I do with all my prescriptions? Item 6. Where the heck do I dry my clothes? After looking all around for our laundry room, I finally found the washing machine. It was here, in the kitchen? It's ridiculous. Now I can't find the darn dryer. Classic. After weeks of wearing damp clothes out, I developed a serious hypothermia episode. Let's just say, luckily I already had a kid. Finally, someone told me to hang your clothes on your balcony, and that's been pretty good when they don't fly away. But I don't know where the heck they're all going. Item 7. Lack of personal space. No longer being completely isolated anymore in our McMansion, with our private yard, traveling about in our private metal box of a vehicle, we are now faced with many social interactions daily, almost as if we are part of a community or something. While this does threaten our American superiority complex, mingling amongst the general public that is, we just hate having to spend our time at beautiful, professionally manicured public parks. We are forced to just enjoy them, not do any yard work or worry about watering them. Plus now we have people that live in our building. Not ideal. I had to say hi to a new friend in the lobby the other day. Wow. Come on! Look, this is my daughter having to be near and interact with new friends, instead of sitting by herself in the car to the restaurant and at the restaurant itself. I've had to say hello to countless people being outside and walking more, and being less isolated, and it's been very taxing on me. Very taxing.
If you guys made it this far, please consider...
I just wonder where he gets these clips where he's like crying and shaking full bottles at a cha-cha show. Like, does he think of this before he makes the videos? Because, like, yeah. I'm going to keep the sarcasm train going. So if I say anything that sounds rude, it's sarcastic. Come on, keep up with me here.
To my channel.
Item 8. You Europeans numbered your floors wrong. Is it a big deal? No. Should I make a big deal out of it? Certainly.
How did they
I'm a
find this
YouTuber
one?
now.
Oh, underground.
Europeans want me to think the ground floor is 0. Like we aren't standing on anything and the ground doesn't exist or something. The second floor, here they call the first floor. I don't know, ask them. Probably the worst part about Europe. Then it gets really bad when someone asks me, hey, what floor was that on? My mind goes through this whole thing. Should I tell them the truth? It was on the 6th floor? Or should I tell them, it's on the 5th floor, above the floor you had entered the building on? And then I guess I just have to let them figure out the rest. Item 9. General inconveniences. We no longer go to one gigantic convenience store that puts everyone else out of business for everything, so that's inconvenient. There's so many adorable little mom and pop and specialty shops here, which have been really fun. A sock store, pajamas, Pilates for the pregnant, butchers, you name it. General inconvenience. Walking and being outside more in general, we've been exposed to the elements much more than ever in our lives in the United States. 41 Fahrenheit or 5 Celsius is not the same when you're just inside buildings, garages, and cars all day. Winter here is now quite inconvenient on our ears and fingers. Think about our ears and fingers. We might even have to buy real winter jackets.
A sarcasm
Here's
is one
another
of my
inconvenience.
favorite types of
Renting an
humor.
apartment wasn't just about the finances. We had to meet our next landlords face to face.
That's expensive
So I guess
to
we
me.
aren't just some cog in the wheel statistic. Inconvenient. But they were really nice, so shout out to them. Here's another inconvenience. Shops being closed because someone is sick? So inconvenient. My wife went to the ER here. We were seen so quickly. We were in and out under 30 minutes. And we paid nothing. That was convenient. Wait, shoot. Cut that. Okay, truthfully, I'm running out of things we hate about Europe. Let me know in the comments below. What do you hate about
Me
Europe?
looking
What
for
do you hate
things to
about the
complain
country you
about.
live in? What do you hate about this video? Cut that.
So all joking aside, I've really been enjoying my first month living here in Spain and not just visiting as a tourist. There has been hurdles coming from our cushy lives as US Americans. So yeah, Europe has been less convenient. But you know, convenience isn't everything. And Spain has a lot to offer. We've really loved it. We loved all our time in Europe. That's why we spent all the money and did all the work to immigrate here to Europe. And Spain let us in, so boom, Spain, amigos.
Shout out Spain.
We have officially made it over a month here now. Yay! So that's really exciting. And we've signed an apartment lease too. Can't believe we're all moved in and ready to go. We just went through a whole week of building IKEA furniture and walking back and forth between stores and our new apartment to furnish it. Guys, let me tell you, we tried really hard and did a lot of work to shop local and not use Amazon. Drop this video a like to show you appreciate our efforts.
That's all we had for this video. I appreciate you watching, appreciate all the support. We went from 900 to almost 2,000 subscribers in the past month, so I really appreciate all the support and love you guys have been giving me. We're slowly building a community, not only here in Spain, but also on YouTube. You guys know I read and respond to every comment, so appreciate the time you take to watch, to respond, even the feedback, criticism. So anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hasta luego, amigos.
Hasta luego,
Ciao.
amigos.
The other day we were out and the sun shined in my eyes, and that is not a thing I remember happening in America. I stubbed my toe on the edge of the bed. Didn't happen to me in America.
This guy.
My phone battery died. Never happened in America. Sure, I never left the house, but come on, I mean, you know what I mean. Never happened to me.
Just blame me stubbing your toe on the fact that you're in Europe. This guy gets me, bro. I love humor like that. That's so like people who are like blank but funny. I don't know, is the word blank like people who are just like I think it's sort of the like dry humor. Oh my gosh, dry humor is like one of the best kinds. You know, the other day I realized when I cut my hair, I really did go a bit shorter than I was meant to. My hair usually like sits here. Now it's like it's fine. But yeah, Europe sounds super inconvenient. Who wants to socialize and breathe in unpolluted air? Lame. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching another video. Bye bye.